No, I'm gonna shit on you right now. All right, let's go. Let's go. So yeah, so poker guy, poker guy, we're getting ready to do this thing, and he keeps sending me fucking pictures of broccoli. All right, I'm tired of getting pictures of broccoli from you. Like how many takeout orders of Chinese food, and how many crab wontons do you have to eat before you cobble together that much broccoli and put it in the dish? So you could keep. I think it's the same fucking broccoli too. You're probably just moving it from dish to dish to try and make it look like you're eating that shit.
If this was a courtroom, sir, this evidence would be admissible. All right, that's all I'm saying.
You're saying you get that in front of the eyes of the jury. You'd be like, look at this. This is more broccoli. This is more. You can tell from how the stalk is cut up here. That's not the same piece of broccoli. Forensic broccoli eating.
It isn't, because these fucking Asians, they won't cut it like this. You know what I mean? They give you absurd amounts of broccoli, so they give you less beef. I know their game.
You know their game. I know their game too, beef and that's how I know you're playing their game.
The beef is expensive. The broccoli's cheap.
And you're just eating beef, and then you're throwing the fucking broccoli away after you take pictures of it and send it to me.
And then on top of that, it's all syrup. It's all fucking syrup. Why do I need 2/3 syrup, 1/3 broccoli, and like a little bit of beef? I'm on to you, Chinese restaurant. I'm on to you.
You're on to him. You're on to him.
But why did I send you these pictures of broccoli, bro? Tell the good people in the comment section. The people that aren't up to date. The people that aren't up to date.
That aren't up to date. If you haven't been keeping up, the great debate, it's over. I'm done with it. We had a bit of a truce gaming session this afternoon where we buried the hatchet and we said,
there was never a hatchet to be buried. I think you and me have been good from the start because I know you're a little bitch and you know that I'm retarded. But puppies and you. That bond may be broken, is what I'm saying.
I didn't want him to. He's like I mentioned, he's a little peach. He'll bruise quite easily. Like you gotta handle him with care. Like you don't know, and he and I have never met face to face. Thankfully for me.
It's like osmosis. You hang out with him, your chromosomes, they melt away. It's like
my telomeres start to shorten, and I start to age like a fucking Benjamin Button, but in reverse. Fast. Yeah, I age like I just drank the fucking wrong chalice at the end of Last Crusade.
Yeah, good one.
It chose poorly. It chose poorly. Kind of like everybody in the NFL draft, which we're going to get to. Everybody but Bill Belichick, apparently, because he just can't. He just can't stop winning.
All right, so the pooper bottle, guys, it's over.
The pooper bottle, it's up. Listen to it. There's some good stuff. Like I said, your solo pod. Oh man, he had to warm up the engine there a little bit, but it got going. I liked you and puppies on the phone.
Like you said, I took a bunch of Quaaludes. You know the Quaaludes.
Yeah, they didn't take you down. Yeah. And then after they didn't take you down, you just got stronger. You're just conditioning yourself against them.
It doesn't kill you. It makes you stronger. Next thing you know, I'm gonna take a bunch. I'm gonna crash my Ferrari into the country club. Potentially run over some people.
You're gonna get real fucking
Sell
strong.
Some penny stocks.
You're gonna get mega strong, fucking up other people's lives and suffering little to no consequences. All right, let's get to it. Let's go. Let's talk a little bit of sports. It's over. Talking about things, consequences, things that are over. I'm up here in the Portland area, and Dame Lillard, he just money shot everybody that lives in the entire state of Oklahoma, and it feels good. Feels really good. It was fucking disrespectful, the end of that thing. I was sitting there in my transient living establishment watching the game on TV, and then these motherfuckers, I said on my thing too, like some fucking asshole put the goddamn child lock on the TV when they left the room, which I thought was really fucked up. I thought that was fucked up. And my wife thought,
like, who does that?
Yeah, I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah.
And so it threw me off. But I was sitting there in my hotel room watching trying to watch the game and, do some other things. And then it got real close, and I was dialed in for the end of that. And it was fucking really disrespectful. I usually like, man, you got to get something going, man. Get going. And then he just was like, nah, I'm going to fucking just stand here at half court, bomb this thing.
That was crazy. That was a crazy shot. It was like half court. Paul George in his face, time winding down, no other possession, it was over. Do you see Russell Westbrook being a little bitch about it at the end?
Russell Westbrook, he's not like
a character, like nothing. I wasn't even surprised. Oh, he's being a little bitch. Of course he's being a little bitch.
I wouldn't call Russell Westbrook a little bitch. He's a fucking
He's a little bitch.
He's a bad loser, and I can.
He's a bad winner.
I can deal with that. He's a bad winner. He's kind of probably not the nicest guy, but KD's like a little bitch.
Oh yeah, no. KD is the alpha bitch.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson's like
queen bitch.
Queen bitch. He's trying to be the alpha bitch, not knowing that they're both racing to the bottom. They're both fucking nerds.
Somewhere Will Smith is trying to kill KD so that all the other bitches will die too. He's got to make it to KD, kill the queen bitch, and then all the other bitches will go with her. What is that
a reference to? Men in Black? What the fuck are you talking about?
No, what's that movie? Oh no, wait, I'm conflating.
Ender's Game? Talk about Ender's Game.
No, not Ender's Game. That Tom Cruise movie. I meant to say Tom Cruise, not Will Smith. Tom Cruise, where he's in that movie where it keeps fucking repeating itself. It's sick. I don't know what it's called, but it's fucking sick.
It's stupid.
What? You didn't like that movie?
End of Watch? Is it End of Watch?
No.
You know what? The whole movie was sick, and then like the last 2 minutes of it were like, why did I waste? Like,
kind of stupid.
The ending was fucking terrible, and when you have a bad ending, it ruins the whole movie. Like, the whole movie was dope. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
But the ending, it's like, hooray, we did it, and it all happened off screen.
We're friends with the machines now? Are you fucking kidding me?
The White Walkers and you guys are bros? You guys are all fucking buddies? Fuck you guys.
We're floss dancing with the White Walkers, playing Fortnite and shit. You gonna party up with the Night King? I don't know.
Like, what's so wrong with like a bad ending? You know, where it's like, you know what? Tom Cruise and that chick, they're all dead. The aliens, they win.
Yeah.
Everybody's dead. Your chihuahua dead. Your grandma dead. Your
everybody dead. Kind of like how we hope Game of Thrones ends.
Lucy 1 dead. Lucy 2 dead. Ricky somehow still kicking it.
Yeah, Ricky's still making it. Oh no, Lucy 2. I get some bad news about Lucy 2. We're spoiling that a little bit.
That's a teaser.
But Fish Talk, it's got a little extra meat on the bone this week. Stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. So Russell Wilson's trying to fight the world. Tyreek Hill's just trying to fight his 3-year-old kid. That's the only person he's trying to fucking get the better of.
Talk to me about that shit.
And so this is the thing that's going down. We're watching NFL draft. We're taping this Saturday night, whatever the 28th. What did my phone say? 27th. So Saturday the 27th. So NFL draft is just finishing up. We got a new Mr. Irrelevant. I'm not going to look up who it is because his name's, he's Mr. Irrelevant. That would spoil the title if I gave a fuck who it was. So, but the other big news outside the draft is Tyreek Hill. He was under investigation for potentially breaking his 3-year-old son's arm.
That's crazy.
And generally abusing the child. And Tyreek Hill, he's a nice guy. You know, a couple years ago, he had some domestic abuse issues.
He choked his chick in college. He put his hands around her neck and was trying to kill her. And if that's true, I mean, how's that not, I thought the NFL cared,
Yeah, he gave her the old neck handshake. You're not supposed to shake there. You're supposed to shake the other person's hands.
No, Tyreek Hill. No, that's a bad Tyreek Hill. Try again.
That's a bad Tyreek Hill. And I'll tell you what's a really bad Tyreek Hill. If you listen to that audio, the girlfriend, it's funny because you asked me if he got set up, if the girlfriend set him up. So it's obviously the audio is the girlfriend recording Tyreek Hill where he doesn't know she's recording him. So she set him up like that, but she didn't set him up to make him look like a child abuser. He set himself up for that when he basically admitted beating up his kid.
That's crazy to me, dude. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, kid's 3 years old and he just beats on him.
Like, I feel like 3-year-old kids, like one eye's left, one eye's right. They're fucking staring at the popcorn on the ceiling. They don't know right from wrong. They don't know shit. And he's apparently punching this kid in the chest. Like,
yeah. So, I mean, I don't have kids. 3-year-old kids, they're just out of not just shitting their pants all the time. Like, they can finally use a toilet. You're beating up somebody whose apex skill level, whose zenith of what they can do as a functional human being is not crapping themselves.
It's pretty fun.
And that's who you want to pick on. Well, that's tough stuff here's what we're seeing Kansas City dealing with the aftermath of John Dorsey. John Dorsey currently in Cleveland don't think that doesn't end bad, people. Like, don't think that doesn't just turn to a powder keg of fucking feces blasted all over the locker room in the entire fucking state of Ohio.
So who have they lost so far? They lost Kareem Hunt. They lost Tyreek Hill to domestic violence things.
Yeah.
Travis Kelce is trying to murder the referees on the field.
Yeah.
Andy Reid, his diabetes is on type 4 diabetes. So
yeah, Andy Reid is going to be coaching with an insulin pump fucking next year on the sideline.
It's pretty crazy.
That's the one thing about Andy Reid is Jesus fucking Andy. How many 95-year-olds do you see that look like Andy Reid? You don't see very many. Okay, Andy? God damn it. I want you coaching the NFL for 20 more years. We're not going to have the cyborg bodies for quite some time. Yeah. Granted, these Teslas are driving themselves now, and that's great.
Only a couple are blowing up in parking lots unsolicited, okay?
Yeah. I mean, the explosion rates are like way down. So we're getting there. We're working the kinks out. But, Andy, come on, man. Poker guy. Instead of sending me so many pictures of broccoli, send Andy some broccoli so he can fucking get some of that in his tummy. And hopefully fucking scrub those arteries a little bit.
He's got more important things to worry about. His players, drop kicking chicks,
yeah.
choking women.
It's fucked up. They're killing Andy. I mean, can't you just see Andy after that happens?
Yeah.
Just looking at some intern and just kind of giving him a little, kind of that same sort of nod that you would give if you were, that the guy that the president gives at the end of The Rock when he finally orders the fighter jets in to blow everything up.
Yeah, like that.
Gives that very solemn, yeah, go ahead and do it. But Andy's giving that thing for his nuclear fucking food order that he needs when everything's gone south. Yeah. And he's got to make that happen to get his mind right. And so he's just like, yeah, go ahead and get it. Go ahead and grab that for me. Because Tyreek Hill just beat the shit out of his kid.
Chiefs are dumpster fire. We talked about it before, but I already forgot who the Browns acquired somebody recently.
They got Kareem Hunt. Then they got Odell Beckham.
That's right.
They got Kareem Hunt, and they got Odell Beckham, and they got Jarvis Landry. And Baker Mayfield's not a troublemaker, but he's a volatile personality. And their head coach is Freddie Kitchens. And good luck, Freddie, once you start losing a few games. Because they're expecting to win now. And, you saw them when they fucking hadn't even won any games in that Hard Knocks. They thought they were going somewhere. It was ridiculous.
Like finger guns, thrusting the air, rubbing their genitals on the air. Yeah, they're going nowhere really fast. But if you guys have ever worked in retail, listeners, or worked in like a restaurant setting, or worked anywhere in particular, when two employees are like bros and they're speaking in like code to each other and like giggling all the time, productivity goes down and everybody gets like resentment towards them because they're like, yo, fucking Nick and Bobby, they're not doing anything. They're just sitting there fucking giggling. I'm pretty sure they're stoned all the time. And it's like, no, it is what it is. So productivity goes down. So what's going to happen on the Browns, Odell Beckham and Landry, they're just going to be troublemakers, pranking each other, putting like shaving cream in each other's like vaginas. It's going to go south really, really fast. But I love a good dumpster fire. So
I love it. I love everything that's going on there.
I'm not
and I hope they get into a 9-7. I don't even know what the schedules are, but I hope they play the Texans the last week, and it's Bill O'Brien versus the Browns, and your brain starts to melt.
I already know who's winning that game.
Yeah, yeah, the Browns.
At least
right?
I know where I'm putting my money on. At least I know where I'm putting my money.
Fucking Bill, I can't wait. I can't wait for more Bill O'Brien hate. Like I can't wait for it. It's gonna be so good. I love how much you don't like Bill O'Brien.
I don't understand. Really, how everybody likes Bill O'Brien. I don't understand. Oh, he's great. He's great. He's not. He's not. What has he done?
He's won the division. I think 5 out of 6 years.
Okay, the Titans, Andrew Luck with like one arm, and that other team that nobody remembers. It's so fucking easy to do.
I'm just saying. I'm not his fucking towel man. I'm not his hype man. I'm not his agent.
I'm just saying. If you're in a classroom and everybody's missing chromosomes, and you're the smartest kid missing chromosomes, guess what? You're still down a few chromosomes.
See that?
That's all I'm saying.
That's all Billy. He's got 20. He's got 22 and a half. He's taking damn near wipe his own ass. Puppies he's only like a third of a chromosome short of puppies. He seems to be unable to successfully.
And that's what I said. Ass. You and me, we buried that axe, but you and puppies, man, I don't know. I don't want to be in the middle because really it's me who's gonna suffer.
Yeah. Once it's clean, it should stay that way unless there's something wrong. That's all I'm saying. Jesus Christ, what's wrong?
You could be right. He could
be right.
He could have something, but at the same time, like, what's so bad about going to the bathroom, maybe looking at your teeth, making sure you got asparagus particles in your teeth, maybe give a little floss with a brush. That's what he's doing. That's all he's doing. Yeah,
put a little toothpick through there. Same thing.
Like NFL draft.
It's the same thing. Except
let's talk NFL draft.
Let's talk NFL draft. And I'll tell you what, I had a scare on Tuesday. I was at the gym, disgracing myself in front of better physiqued people.
Better physiqued women.
Yeah, Jesus. That girl can push some weight around. I stay the fuck away from wherever she's at. I'm planning my workout route around her.
She's the alpha. You're just like the...
Yeah.
Like the...
Yeah. I got to stay away, Got to stay away.
Just don't make eye contact.
Just don't make eye contact, and then she doesn't kill my whole family and eat my children, and then, impregnate my wife with her own kids somehow. I don't know how that would happen. That'd be crazy.
All right.
That'd be crazy.
Crazier things have happened.
Crazier things have happened, but not as crazy as I thought. The draft was on fucking Tuesday. They did some really authentic looking mock draft on ESPN. I looked up and I almost shit myself because I was really pissed off because I love watching the draft, particularly the first round. I don't care about any other round, but Roger Goodell does the first round, and I love booing Roger Goodell like it's a yearly thing, and it's on my calendar. I want to do it, and. Mrs. Fever, she wasn't tracking the draft, and it was tough times when I called her up and I said, "Oh man, I forgot to fucking start the TiVo." She said, "Oh, what do you mean to record?" I said, "It's a draft." And then I get this, "Oh fuck, fuck." So, but I sat there and I screamed at Roger Goodell. I was Googling different languages to say "fuck you, Roger Goodell," and it's fun. It's a good time. Funny. I had a great time.
The best is the contrast, because it's not just boo Roger Goodell, because the boos aren't funny, but it's the boos, and then the moment he's off the mic, the rampant cheers. So it's not just like boo NFL and all your skewed rules and your perspectives and your bullshit. It's just Roger Goodell, boo that man, and that's it. It's just him. He's the scapegoat. He is the guy who gets all the tomatoes thrown at him,
Yeah, it's the opposite of the fuck you, you're cool, I'm out. It's just you're all cool, fuck you, I'm out.
Boo.
Boo that man, and boo the New York Giants. We're going to get to them in a second. Kyler Murray, he went number one. Subsequently, Josh Rosen yesterday got traded to the Miami Dolphins. So he's going to be the new Brady Slayer out there in the AFC East. Watch out, Tom. Watch out, Bill. It's over. The dynasty's over.
Josh contracts Rosen go to die. I've been saying it for fucking years.
Well, no, but here's the thing. Here's what everybody's saying is this is a genius thing from a contract perspective because Arizona's already paid all the bonus, and it is going to be, I think, like $4 million a year for Rosen. That's just cheap. Mega cheap. Unreal cheap for a quarterback, particularly if he ends up being a starter, which all they have is Ryan Fitzpatrick. If you can't beat him, bad news in Miami. It's bad news for everybody in Miami if Josh Rosen's not starting.
Fucking Dolphins.
I think so.
Where contracts got first, it was Tampa Bay, and now it's Miami. Next year he's going to be in Jacksonville.
He went to the Jets too. They're kind of a dumping ground.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you.
You're telling me.
Just do the math, bro. I'm telling you, there are certain places where you dump contracts. Sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes you usually don't. But Miami, that's one of the places. Detroit, I think Detroit's one of those places too.
And when you get to the draft, everybody likes to react and do draft grades and say, man, the Pats really fucking nailed it this year. That left tackle in the fourth round is going to be a difference maker, if someone goes down later on in the year. But the truth is you can't grade drafts until probably 5 years after the draft. And you try and re-slot people. And except for the Giants draft, because they're fucking...
They're committed to Manning, bro. They're committed.
Well, they drafted this dude out of Duke who everybody thought was a scrub, and they took him 6th, Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones. There's somebody fucking Daniel Jones' girlfriend in the hotel room while he's at the draft. He's a weak-looking man. I would not want him in charge of my football team. And that was the general reaction of anybody who had Giants paraphernalia on at the draft.
Just failed to thrive, bro.
Failed to thrive. He's going to find himself inside some aluminum foil with the fucking giant mallet coming down at him. So that's the draft. The Giants are morons. Other than that, I enjoyed it. I love booing.
Give me what else happened? Who did the Patriots get?
The Patriots got a wide receiver from Arizona State. I don't know what his name. He has a weird name. N'Keal Harry or Harris or I don't know what his name is. But what I do remember about him is I'm pretty sure that he caught fucking 3 touchdown passes in that epic comeback before my fucking homeboy Josh shanked that kick and ruined Thanksgiving for everybody in Tucson.
Josh. Thanks, Josh.
So
never forget 9/11.
I'm never going to forget. Yeah, never going to forget. It's my own personal Vietnam right there, is having to watch you do that. That's the worst thing that's ever happened to me. Except for, the war stuff. Except for that stuff. But other than that, it's kind of like that. There's a great joke in that movie Dirty Work with
Billy Crystal.
With Norm Macdonald. Norm Macdonald's in that. And he ends up in jail and he starts yelling at people. He's like, you know what the worst part about it was? Is like the disrespect. The disrespect of it all, that's the worst part. Except, that other thing. That was the worst part. But the second worst part was the disrespect.
Sounds like a terrible movie. I'm glad I've never seen it.
Yeah. It's not that good. It's got a little Farley cameo in it. He's pretty good.
Is it better than How High?
No, probably not.
I was just fucking with you, bro.
It's better than How High 2 is going to be, though. I can guarantee you that.
Dude, so did you see that thing? Can we stop talking about NFL draft, please?
Yeah, we're done on NFL draft.
Did you see that thing with Russell Wilson getting paid? I guess he got some kind of...
He got some money.
Kind of salary, new contract. Yeah. I don't know exactly what it was, but it was a lot of money. So he got paid. Yeah. Everybody's freaking out about it. But his announcement was like a Twitter video of him with no shirt on, rated R for sure. And
for sure.
Ciara's there. Or what is it? Future's kid's mom.
Future's kid's wife? Future's kid's dad's wife?
Future's kid's dad's wife. She's there. And she's like, go Hawks. Did you see that? It was mad gay.
Go Hawks. Yeah. Saw it.
Terrible. 0 out of 10. 0 stars. 0 out of 10.
Yeah.
Fucking terrible.
They had the same energy for that $140 million that you had to start that pod. It was like, come on. What did I say,
bro? For the Quaaludes, dude.
It's like, dude, do you know Michael Jackson's guy? Are you dripping that fentanyl? What is going on? What it was, man? Get excited.
I recorded it and then I deleted it.
Not you. Them. You were obviously demoralized. You explained your demoralized state. Yeah. But why the fuck are they sounding like that when they got $140 million coming to them over?
Go Hawks.
Yeah. Go Hawks. Go on. Yeah, that's good. The kids are with Future this week, so we're all.
Actually, that's why they're whispering, because they're next door. And Future's been giving them Frosted Flakes. They're all fucked up and cracked
Future was supposed to be there to get the kids this weekend, but he never showed up. Yeah. And they're all pissed off. They had a long, stressful day. They went to the zoo. They didn't intend on going to the zoo. That wasn't their fucking plan. They got a room somewhere nice. Off the coast of somewhere. But nope, Future's fucking neglectful ass did not show up to take the kids. And what are they going to do? Fuck it. Yeah, they're down $8,000 in reservation fees. And what the fuck they're going to do? Future going to pay them? Nah. He sold a record in how long? Fuck, no wonder he's pissed off.
Future's just not pissed. Dude. Future's in the Bahamas on Instagram Live doing the Dougie with
Nah, no wonder Russell Wilson's pissed off.
Morris or whatever. Oh yeah, Russell Wilson. Yeah.
He's like, go Hawks, fuck, and he just puts his phone. He's just cussing out Future.
Nah, he goes, we got a deal, and then Ciara's like, go Hawks. It's super stupid. It's super dumb.
It's fucking terrible. All right, so Russell Wilson, congratulations, you got a deal. And let's go ahead and move on. NBA playoffs are going on. No big surprises. Go. I don't even know who I'm rooting for. I don't have an NBA team. So I guess I'm kind of rooting for someone to knock off Golden State. I'm done.
We were, but
that.
Spoiler alert, they played last night, and it went to Game 6. Everybody thought it was going to go to Game 4, but it actually, the Clippers took the Warriors all the way to 6 games. So
yeah, I mean, I wasn't looking for the Clippers to knock off the Warriors. That wasn't. But now we've got Rockets Warriors, and I honestly think that
they're not gonna.
That having the Warriors earlier in the playoffs is better for the Rockets. It's less pressure for them. It's kind of like how the USA had the Soviets in the semifinals. You know, you could really just focus on the pressure of trying to beat that team.
All you have to do is beat that team, and once you beat them, you're good. The gold medal game, not only does it not matter, it's going to be played against like Romania or like Yugoslavia. Those fucking Ruskies, they don't know shit.
Yeah, I think they played the Swedes. If I remember the movie Miracle correctly, that ought to get them going. What a fucking great movie! I better not talk about that movie too much. Or I'm gonna end up.
The only Kurt Russell movie I care about is Overboard with Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell. That is the only Kurt Russell movie in my library. That is the only one.
I'll tell you what is an imminent threat in my life is the new Overboard movies being getting pushed by. So you're sitting around and what do you want to watch? What do you want to watch? Oh no, what do you want to watch? And then do you want to watch this? No, it sounds stupid. Do you want to watch this? No, that's retarded. No, Mrs. Fever wouldn't say that. I don't want to put that word in her mouth.
Mrs. Fever, I don't believe you would ever do such a thing. That's slander.
That. She wouldn't do
slander.
That.
There you go. With the slander.
But on that list of things is the new Overboard movie.
Who's in it?
Anna Faris and somebody else. So here's the deal. It's like the movie Overboard, but it's not. Because the rich person is the guy. Can you believe it? Can you believe the Shyamalan twist on that thing? Instead of the rich person being the girl, Goldie Hawn, it's the guy who's not Anna Faris.
Like, if I swear to God, if I was a Hollywood director, I would remake these movies, but it would be totally different. You know what I mean? Overboard, starring Neil Patrick Harris, and then he dies in the first 20 minutes. He's dead.
Dead.
He's fucking dead.
He's dead.
All right?
Okay, so Neil's dead.
He's dead. And he comes back and he's
so he falls overboard and he dies.
He's overboard.
That's the twist.
Dead, but his body rolls up onto their property.
That's a Weekend at Bernie's situation.
No, well, he's actually got brain-eating bacteria, so all the kids die from it.
Oh, nice.
Amoeba. Yeah, it's super sick.
Yeah, good. That's
super
good.
Sick.
Yeah.
That's what I would do, right? That would be.
Is that it?
Movie. That's the movie. That's the movie.
Oh, so it's a contagion movie. It's a disease movie. How long is the movie? I mean, he's dead. The kids find him, and then
3 hour. It's a 3 hour. Fucking
3 hour. So basically, here's the movie. The movie is Neil Patrick Harris falls off a boat, dies in the first 20 minutes, and then it's 2 hours and 40 minutes of a slow, agonizing death of a group of kids that find his body.
Yeah. But
I like it. It's strong. It's powerful. There's a good message there.
There's a strong female character who plays the lead role who has almost at the very end a Sophie's Choice-esque moment.
Was he murdered? Was he murdered with this bacteria, perhaps? We can spice it up there a little bit.
Gotta tune in and see, brother.
Okay. It could be some foul play. We don't know. You don't want to give too much away. I get it. You don't want to tip your hand. That sounds really bad. I don't have any interest. I would never have any interest.
But if you're watching that, I would probably rather watch that than literally the same movie with different colors.
I will say the movie Executive Decision, starring Steven Seagal and our homeboy Kurt Russell that we're talking about, does pretty much that same thing, except for the fact that Steven Seagal, you think he's going to be in it. And he's dead in, I think, the first 10 to 20 minutes. And then it's basically just a Kurt Russell movie, which is fine. It's
probably
a great movie.
Yeah, probably better that way.
It is way better that way.
Whispering cryptically, like, what is this guy saying? Is he talking to me? Why is his eyes open, closed? What's up with this dude's hair?
I never really was a huge Steven Seagal fan. I get the novelty of it, and I appreciate the novelty, but I didn't. I've seen the Under Sieges. I've seen a couple of the what is that, Beyond the Law? Maybe one of them, or Above the Law. Above the Law, I feel like. There's a one where he's trying to save like an Indian reservation from an oil company, I think is what it is. It's just a classic 80s shit. Yes, it's just a fucking classic.
That was before my time, so I never like those movies. They never I don't know, they never got me. And even as a kid, I was like, these are fucking stupid. But what really got me was Lethal Weapon. As a kid, I remember I was like, damn, that guy just shot that guy like 9 times in the throat. Like, that was dope. You know, like as a kid, I was like, man, Mel Gibson's a badass. Danny Glover, he's too old for this shit, man.
He's too old for that shit. Riggs!
And Murtaugh, bro. Murtaugh.
Riggs!
And then you got the saxophone in the background. I feel like I'm smoking a cigar, driving a fucking 88 Buick down the Brooklyn, you know.
Yeah.
Eating some street vendor food. I don't know. It felt like that right there. They captured something great with Lethal Weapon. I'm excited for the remake with like the 2 chicks with like Melissa McCarthy and like, the chick from
Lucy Liu.
No, not Lucy Liu. You gotta think. All right, so it's a white chick. The
Is it an actual one?
No, I'm just saying like.
Okay.
Like,
well, shouldn't it be
Anne Hathaway? You know, Anne Hathaway.
Well, don't you need like a black chick though? Can't have 2 white chicks.
Whoa, dude, you might want to edit that out, bro.
No, I'm saying we gotta have some diversity here.
Oh, brother, damn.
It's not quotas. It's diversity.
Dude, February was like 3 months ago, dog. Come on. How you gonna do this? On our podcast, we had so much momentum, and you got to derail the whole fucking thing. Damn.
No, come on. But no, I mean,
put Sierra, put her in there, you know.
No, maybe like what's that?
Oh, you know what? The chick from who's getting all the movies now.
Yeah, do the chick from Avengers Endgame.
Yeah, Avengers Endgame.
And Zoe Saldana.
No. That's not her, but the other chick from Thor, who's like she's the new Men in Black.
Okay. We'll use her.
There's only so many of my cousins that are willing to fit that role that you people are comfortable with, and by you I mean the Caucasians. I mean you.
Well, I mean I don't know. There's
you slave owner.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Jesus.
You
I do not. Jesus. All right. Let's jet our way out of this.
All right, so we talked about NBA playoffs.
So we talked about the NBA playoffs. Let's talk about the NHL.
Spurs are playing tonight, guys. If you want to root for a team, root for the Spurs.
Okay.
Spurs.
Oh, they're playing the was it Game 7 against the
Nuggets. Yeah, and they're a 7 seed. So if you want to root for the underdog, root for the Spurs. And on top of that, San Antonio. You can't root against Popovich. He's the shit.
He's the shit. Let's talk about something that's not the shit. The NHL playoffs. I don't care about them.
Name one team. Can you name one team?
Boston Bruins.
I cannot confirm that because I don't know.
All right, there you go. Boom, we did it. Named an NHL team. That's NHL talk. That should hold you over till somebody wins the Stanley Cup. We'll fill you in when that happens. And then you want to talk about this, I guess. I guess whatever. This is not my thing.
I didn't want to talk about it, but I just we're doing election chat, and how you quiz me on my sports knowledge. I wanted to quiz you on your election knowledge.
Okay.
Because
I'm in the dark on this. I look forward to this.
Name one guy who the Democrats are running. Like, name one guy.
Well, I know Joe Biden. We talked about him earlier, but I got another one, and that's I think Beto O'Rourke. He lost to Ted Cruz. And now he can't even be a senator, and now he wants to be the president. That doesn't make any sense to me. But
good job.
That's there you go. Boom. I don't know if Hillary's gonna. Oh, Bernie's giving it a run, right?
Oh yeah, Bernie. Yeah,
feel the burn. Yeah, feel the burn. I'm not rooting for Bernie.
You're a big time burner. You're a big time.
Oh, I got another one. Elizabeth Warren.
Damn, dude,
Pocahontas. Yep. Yeah. And she wants to, and I'm interested in her. She wants to forgive student loan debt, something that is worth 6 figures plus to me that I'm interested in. I feel like that's true? a bunch of bullshit.
That's bullshit. Yeah, that's bullshit.
Bunch of bullshit. You're just gonna fucking light a turd on fire on my doorstep and have me stomp it out. Like, that's what I'm gonna get. And then
I'm still waiting on that fucking wall. Give me the wall.
Give me the wall. Where's this wall at?
How dope would it be though if some Democrat came out and was like, I will complete the wall. Like, I will complete it.
Yeah, they're running a heavy wall platform. What can I say?
job, dude.
I'm
Good job.
pro-choice.
Yeah.
I believe in that corporations should pay their fair share. And I believe in a goddamn big ass wall, big wall. Really into a big wall. What can I say? It's not even an immigrant thing. I think we should put one up top. I like big walls. Anyone seen Game of Thrones? Pretty sweet.
What we really need to do is get a wall, get some money, and build that wall around the great state of Florida, particularly Orlando.
Just fucking wall you
just
fuckers
fucking
off.
Wall. No, not me. I want to be outside of the wall. I don't want to be outside.
Not trapping you in there,
bro. No. I'm not on that fucking wall. No. I'm getting the wall. I'm swimming away.
You're hanging out in East Berlin, bro. You're on that side.
Will you send me like tuna cans with salmon?
I'll take a trebuchet and I'm not getting close enough where I got to catapult it, but I'll get into trebuchet range and I'll launch you in some care packages.
As long as I have internet, I don't really care. I don't care.
I'll make sure your Wi-Fi.
Build one around good. Orlando blows dick. I hate Orlando. Orlando, if you blew up tomorrow, I would not care.
So there we go. There's election chat. I know a couple Democratic candidates, and you are never going to be elected to office in Orlando. Should you ever attempt to run?
Well, obviously, I hope nothing bad happens to Orlando. I'm just saying Orlando is the shittiest city.
I've been to Orlando, unfortunately, and I'll just leave it at that. Yeah, I've been there. Gross.
It's just it just sucks. Like, yeah, it's just cheap land where contractors and developers can pop up like apartments, and then for some reason, I don't know why people keep moving in, and it's like there's nothing there. There's literally a CVS, a Wawa, which is actually pretty legit,
Wawa's
and then
pretty
like
sweet.
a Walmart. You have those three things.
They got an Outback Steakhouse there by the airport too, so they're living large.
It's like that's it. Why don't you with that? Why don't you fucking move anywhere but like that? I don't know. I don't get it.
Live anywhere but Orlando. All right, let's go ahead. Let's break into entertainment talk. Avengers Endgame is out. You've seen it. I haven't. So there won't be any spoiler talk.
It's not just spoilers.
But they are making a ton of fucking money off of that thing.
It's pretty sweet. I would definitely watch it if I was you guys. Watch it, enjoy it. I know nobody in this podcast is like a diehard like Marvel nerd, so it's kind of like a cool little experience. It's almost like you're riding in like one of those roller coasters that are like the Harry Potter land. Like you're in it and you're experiencing things. You don't really know what's going on, but there's colors at the end. There's a finality to it, and you're like, oh, cool. I'm never riding that again. That's kind of like what Avengers Endgame is to me, at least. I'm not gonna watch it a second time and analyze it. Like, oh, did you see Thor's hammer? How Thor's hammer was shaped this way? Like, I don't know, dude. That's just too much.
So you got me pumped up, man. What can I say? You got me fucking pumped to go see that.
It's free. Dude, check it out. You would enjoy it. For sure, you'll like it.
I think I would enjoy it, but here's what I know I'm gonna enjoy. All right, so you did a little Game of Thrones recap.
Oh yeah. What do you want to know, brother?
what do you want to know? Oh, man, you're the resident Meister, man. You fucking know everything.
I do, bro. I do.
I've never seen. I hear you talking. I'll tell you what, like in the books, I just think what a fucking loser reading those books. Sitting around reading books.
A book. What is
What is a book? Nerd. But I've not been this excited for a television show in a long time. The first 2 episodes, agreed.
0 out of 10.
Garbage. 0 out of 10. Dog shit. Trash. All right. I get that it had to happen. I get it. I acknowledge it. It's proper storytelling. We needed to do that, but I'm fucking ready for it. Okay.
This is what's crazy about the first 2 episodes. And this is something that I'm just thought about a couple hours ago when I was reading Books. The first 2 episodes probably in their budget cost to them about 5% of their total budget, right?
Yeah, they're blowing it all right here.
Yeah, they're gonna blow the biggest like Pornhub, like XNXX, X Hamster, like mega load of all time on some unsuspecting 18 to 25-year-old. It is gonna be the craziest fucking nut.
It better be.
Of
Same
all
dude
time.
that did Battle of Bastards is doing this one.
And Hardhome, that one episode
And
when
Hardhome.
the Zooms. Spoiler alert.
So he knows how to
life.
work those
Yeah,
fucking
bro.
White
I'm telling you,
Walkers.
It's gonna be dope.
Here's the one thing though that I think we were talking about this that's bugged me is what's the fucking plan for this dragon and how have how have they not discussed that? All right, we're gonna be out on the left flank. Okay, cool. But what about when the dragon disintegrates our left flank and then these fucking skeletons start creeping up our assholes? Like, how are we using our dragons? Like, how are we going to use our best weapon? Can we discuss that, please, a little bit?
It's just one of those things. Like, I feel like the show had a really hard time kind of trying to visually depict what's going on. Because on the books, you can get as creative as you possibly can. And there's no creative cost to saying, like, yeah, Winterfell is like 200 feet tall and the dragon is 900 feet tall and it shits explosions and there's like for a book it's easy.
You just write another word down.
Yeah, it's free.
Cost you your time. It's the same.
It's free, but for that it's kind of like I guess like if you really understand this type of shit, you're like, all right, where the fuck are the dragons? Like, where are the dragons? But it costs them money and time, so I understand that CGI like lizards and CGI huskies. I understand it costs money. I get it. But at the same time, it's like if one of the dudes brought it up, like, hey, look, there's a fucking dragon. It's super pissed off. It's coming. Like, I'm just saying, be aware. Like, you're probably gonna all die. Like, if they didn't even mention it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They didn't even mention it, brother. They did an Arya sex scene. Yeah. Like with that time, you could have had some dude that you paid $0 in the contract being like, hey, what's up, Brian? Hey, not much. Bill, cool. What's up with those dragons, dog? I don't know, brother. Yeah. I don't know. They're pretty but they're big. And this is what we're gonna do to protect that. We're gonna build the plot a little bit here because it's important to build the plot so it doesn't feel like a fucking just a Hail Mary. But instead, we're gonna have Arya trying to put this dude's dick in her throat down her fucking mouth. Like, I don't know. Like, why?
All right, side boob's important. All right, we need that. We need that in the plot. But what we also need is at least some, when that redheaded guy comes back and it's like, you're alive. We thought we lost you. Oh, we didn't lose you. Oh, remember when that ice dragon tried to murder you? What was that like? Did you notice any weakness as he was melting that wall that's been there for 6,000 years?
Which wall is it again? It's not that small. It's the big wall. The one that was there. That one.
Do you think he can get over this wall right here that several people just crawled over? Do you think he'll be able to penetrate that?
How big was that wall? That was a big one, huh?
It was a big one. And I don't know. I don't know how it's going to turn out. I don't know who's going to die. I mean, everyone has got their grids out. Yeah, like we said, I'm rooting for who owns the Iron Throne? The fucking Night King, dude. Team Night King. White Walkers. Let's go, White Walkers. Let's get it done. Let's get it done, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get another dragon. We need another dragon, boys.
That'd be dope if like all the dragons are dead. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, how dope of a twist would that be? You go into work the next day, you're standing by the water cooler. It's not gonna be like, oh, it was pretty crazy how Bran shot ice titty milk from his nipples and killed the Night King. That was sweet. Yeah. All right. Well, how are they gonna get Cersei? It's like, yo, remember that time they all died and the only one left is like Jaime, and he only's got his like nub left because one of the White Walkers ate his hand.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. Like, I can't wait till next episode. Like, I cannot fucking wait.
Yeah.
For the finality and the conclusion.
The Night King just ate Bran's fucking brain right under the tree.
Ripped his face off.
He ripped his skull off like he was a fucking Mortal Kombat character, slurped up his brain, and now he's moving on fucking, what is that, the Red Keep? Or whatever the hell. He's moving on the goddamn throne, and there's nothing you can do about it.
He put his hands around Jon Snow's neck and just opened it like a fucking jar of Prego tomato sauce and just popped it. And now he's dead. And now I feel the tension and I feel the pressure. Now the next episodes aren't going to be like exhausting. Like, now I got to watch 3 more. It'll be like, Holy fuck.
Be like, let's go. Let's go. Let's go, Night King. Let's go.
Night King. Don't stop there, brother. Keep it going, dog.
Don't stop. Your army just got bigger, dog. It just
But I'm
got
saying,
bigger.
like, all right, see how pumped we are? This is 8 years in the making. I'm a little sad here because there's a 1% chance, like a 1% chance.
There's no chance that the White Walkers win.
No, I'm saying they're gonna fuck it up in some stupid twist.
I know. That would be.
No
I
man
mean,
has
that
killed
would
me.
that would fucking.
I am no man.
I am no. Oh, it's a chick, dog.
It's a chick, dog.
Got him up.
She stabbed him in the
Oh.
carotid, dog.
He
Oh,
does.
shit.
She's no man.
She's no man because they was said, no man can kill me,
Yeah.
but she isn't a man.
You're getting chopped up by
Wow.
technicality, homie. Fuck yeah.
What's up, dog? You should have gotten a grammar 101, bitch.
Yeah.
I know.
That's it. That's
Should have
it.
seen that chick. You should have barbecued her from afar. You would have
Yeah.
been fine. But
You've
tried
been
to get
fucking
cocky.
brought down by your patriarchal thoughts. So she's really stabbing the patriarchy right there. Is what's going on. It's a
You
metaphor.
should subscribe to that Huffington Post article, dog.
Yeah, you
didn't.
should have read that shit. You should have read
Didn't.
that.
You're too busy. Esquire, where the patriarch lives. You made a mistake.
Too
dog.
busy with your men's health and how to kill hobbits. But anyhow, I'm looking forward to Battle of Winterfell. We are. I'm also going to be sitting in some new chairs while that happens. So I ordered some furniture, and as fucking luck would have it, the Battle of Winterfell is starting at 6 p.m. Best Coast time, and I'm getting my chairs in the 3:30 to 5:30 window.
I hope your chairs suck balls.
I
I hope you sit
fucking
there.
hope they're super comfortable. That's why I ordered them. That's why I bought them. So
That'd be
I'm,
pretty dope, actually, getting some nice, comfy chairs. They smell brand new.
yeah, I'm
Tears
just gonna
of
sit there.
Nicaraguans laced in those cushions, fucking
Yeah.
feeling nice and comfortable.
Yeah. And then just watch the Night King get some work done. Get some fucking work done. I want
Oh my
Brienne.
god, he just ripped Podrick in half. Oh my god.
I feel like I'm playing fucking Red Rover. Come on now, Night King, bring Brianna on over, dude. Come on, bring her on over. I want a
Oh my
giant
God,
Night King Brianna.
He just ripped Grey Worm's leg off. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
Jesus. Oh Jesus.
He would have ripped his dick off too, but he didn't have a dick. Didn't have a dick.
That'll be you know what? That'd be some gay ass twist like that. Like he ripped Grey Worm and Theon, the guys that don't have dicks, they
Yeah.
join forces because their dicks are unrippable.
Yeah.
And they cunt rub him to death,
Yeah, they do. They get into some sort of fucking scissor tornado.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, scissor tornado. It's fucking mega effective against White Walkers. So you just basically you cover yourself in Dragonstone, and then you perform a scissor tornado, and boom, you are a wrecking ball
You see
across
that
the
trans
battlefield.
community? We include your stuff in it too. You see,
Yeah,
did it, guys.
we did it. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's move on. It's going to be a lot of death. There's going to be a lot of destruction, and unfortunately,
Right to it. You don't want to skip over. You want to go straight
yeah,
to it.
yeah. Unfortunately, let's go fish talk. And Lucy 2's dead. She's dead. I thought
As predicted.
She looked
As
so
predicted.
strong for a while. I mean, we put her in that tank, and man, she had such a joie de vivre, such a spirit, and it'll be missed by Mrs. Fever, mildly by me.
I'm happy. I'm psyched.
But Lucy 2's dead. Ricky dicked down another one so hard she couldn't take it, and has succumbed to.
I'm pumped.
Yeah. But I'll tell you what, we came home, we went to the dog park with our Labrador. We'll only take one of our dogs to the dog park because the other ones, I just can't fucking handle it. They're little dogs. They're fine. But so we took our Labrador there. Went to the dog park, stopped by, got some delicious Chick-fil-A. They had this crazy line, but I love Chick-fil-A. If you're within 3 blocks, you can have your Chick-fil-A in 10 minutes. No matter how long the line is, they got a plan for it. That shit's going to be moving. And it's basically just them hurling chicken out the window at people. They got a fucking system
They can't
there.
throw that shit fast enough, bro. They get to a point like Hey, what's up, PG98? You ordered this. Get out. Thanks.
Yeah.
Adios.
Order for Bobby. Yeah, you fucking Bobby. Here's your shit. Get the fuck out of here. Drive your car away. Let's go. Move it. And while they're taking orders, the people are out there with their little iPads, and they're
That
taking
job
your.
would suck, bro.
They're
That
taking.
job would fucking
Oh, it'd
blow
be
dick.
terrible. I mean, it's all high school kids, and then people that fucking
Having to take orders from like all these moms who are like super pissed off their kid like
I
didn't do
said
homework.
no pickles. No
Why is there
fucking
honey
pickles.
mustard?
Yeah.
Honey mustard? Honey mustard? That job would suck, bro. That's that one right there in the hot ass sun in Florida, bro. Jesus.
No.
And the thing is too, dude, they'll do this thing and look, you don't gotta fool me, but they'll fool these kids, right? They have umbrellas outside, but like the umbrella is like near the chair at the front of the line, but they're not under there like a fucking lifeguard.
No.
They're walking around with like an iPad. Like their eyeballs are getting like barbecued with the reflection of the iPad, and then you go, oh, dude, fuck that, dude.
What a horrible job, but what a great chicken sandwich.
What a delicious chicken deluxe sandwich, though, with the pepper jack cheese. Oh, some waffle fries. Get some ketchup in that bitch.
I want more Chick-fil-A. I feel like I had my fill, but now I'm
you
like.
You ever had the milkshakes, bro? Their milkshake. They got the cookies and cream milkshake. You like that one
good.
With the cherry on top?
It's good. It's all good. It's all good. You know it's all good.
Give me the diabetes or
give me
or live. Nah, take
Mrs. Fever, fetch me my insulin pump. Bring it post haste. I'm desiring another milkshake. All
Is
right.
that glipizide? Give it to me.
Give it to me. I need more. So we come back. We got our Chick-fil-A. And I tell Mrs. Fever, I'm like, hey, go ahead, go downstairs and set the food out in front of the TV, because that's where we eat, because we don't have kids. So we eat in front of the TV. What else are we going to do? Just stare at each other? So we're trying to watch season 7 of The Office. I got to grind through this. It's fucking terrible at this point. So I can swing back to the beginning of it. So I'm trying to get these.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm trying to get these episodes under my belt. So let's go. So she heads downstairs, and I go let the other dogs out, and I hear this blood-curdling scream. And then I'm like, what the fuck? I lean down over the stairs. I scream back down. What's going on down there? Lucy 2 is dead. Lucy 2 is dead. And I didn't want to, but I let out a little giggle just kind of automatically.
Yeah,
Yeah, I did. I was really trying to contain myself, but I let out a little minor giggle. But then I played it mostly straight, and I had to, she was feeling bad about it, and I had to remind her this is a goldfish game, right there. You saw it coming a mile out. I saw it come in. Everyone sees it come in, except for the owner of the goldfish. They have unrealistic expectations of their goldfish that they're gonna live.
It's a fucking goldfish, brother. It's a goldfish.
Yeah, it was a different experience though, for sure. Way less hilarious. With Lucy 2 just dying on her own.
You didn't hit it with a hammer.
Yeah, not having to execute her. I just flushed her down the toilet. She was already dead. Like, that's fine.
Like, where was she? Was she floating in the pool filter, or was she like at the
nah,
bottom
she
with
was.
her eyes open?
She was torpedoed face down on the bottom of the thing, stuck in between one of those rocks, and just
not thriving.
Yeah, not thriving, man. Not thriving at all. Dead as fuck. Because I went down, and sometimes you think, oh man, maybe they're sleeping, or maybe they're stunned.
They're sleeping for sure.
Yeah, but and then you'll hit them with the net, and they'll start running. Lucy too. Yeah, not a lot of movement when that net hit her. Precisely 0. She'd been gone for a while. It looked like not even any twitches left. Just.
Oh goddamn! I can't wait for Lucy 3.
Yeah,
I cannot wait for
yeah, Lucy 3 is on her way. Yeah, Lucy 3.
Now, are you getting the same? Like, you're getting the same fish, right? You're like getting the same.
Well, this was a different
carbon copy.
This is a different fish. Lucy 2 is different than Lucy 1. Similar. They're fancy. They're called fancy goldfish.
You can't get like a resilient beta fish, bro. Get like
Oh, well, here's the thing: is we got a second tank. We got a beta fish upstairs that no one gives a shit about. That I don't even know if it's been fed in the last like month. But that motherfucker is just—it doesn't care. It will just continue to live. That's what they do. If you get a beta fish, unless you kill. If you get a beta fish,
you're gonna
kill your
yeah.
beta fish. Like you're gonna kill it at some point because you're gonna have to move it to another apartment complex or something. You're gonna say to yourself, "I don't want to empty this water out and have to fill it back up." And I'm just gonna fucking kill you right now. It was a good 6 years, beta fish, but I'll be honest, I forgot about you for the last 2. I don't know how you're still alive, but it's time to die. Like that's what's gonna happen to most beta fish.
Monster. You're a monster. You can't even put that bitch on Craigslist. Like put him on Craigslist for, you know what I mean?
I'm not gonna fucking deal with weirdos on Craigslist over a fish. I'm not. I'm gonna stun and stab it, and that's gonna be the end of it.
And you said that you love the environment, and here you are with the fucking
I do love the environment. That way I'm not wasting packaging and resources and gasoline to support the life of a fish in a tank. Let me just bash it on the head and let's be done with it. There you go.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, pretty fucking environmental, right? That's what I thought.
I guess if anything, you're more of an environmentalist.
Exactly. The murder of that fish is supporting the environment. That's gonna go back into the ground, and then an oak tree will grow, and then that will sequester carbon, and I've saved planet Earth by murdering that fish. So
you can't eat it. You can't just like pop it in, like deep fry that bitch and just eat it.
You know? Oh fuck it! I would never dream of eating a fish that had lived in a fish tank.
Bet you. Oh, I guess you're right.
It's fucking disgusting. Like that's absolutely disgusting. Like when people swallow goldfish and they think that it's nothing. Oh my god!
I've done it before.
Just take a bunch of Cipro with that. Fucking.
Tell you what, I've been walking weird for years ever since. But at the time, it was super funny.
No wonder you're on Puppy's side of this whole butthole argument. Fucking. Yeah, chronic.
It tasted like a Tylenol that was like marinating my mouth for a minute before I swallowed it. That shit went straight down. That shit swam like down my throat. You know, that thing was ready to die.
Yeah, I mean, I bet it hits that stomach acid and it's just pretty much done at that point.
Oh yeah, they just, hydrochloric acid coming in at like a mega high, like 14 pH, barbecuing my insides. Forget it, dude.
It's over.
That fish is dead in a matter of seconds.
I mean, but that's how fish die, though. They get swallowed. That's like how most of them die, unless they get bitten into chunks and then swallowed. So
at some point they're getting swallowed at some point.
They're getting swallowed at some point. All right, that's enough fish talk. Lucy 2.
All right, so hold on a second. Before we end fish talk.
Okay.
What does the future hold for the Fever household here? I want to know.
Well, I mean, there was a conversation of, if we need to switch to perhaps a less vulnerable fish, that may be something to consider. But I mean, we got the tank. I mean, that's really the big thing.
Yeah, sick.
Is the tank's there?
It's super sick.
And I mean, it'll probably be another goldfish because I don't know what else Ricky can live with.
How's Ricky been doing? Ricky's fine, right? He's just still.
Ricky's okay. I mean, I'll be honest. I'll be a little bit honest. I'm kind of worried about original Ricky as well. I would not at any point be surprised to get a communication that original Ricky had died as well.
Why do you say that? He's just swimming a little bit.
I tell you what, man, he is not. He's not thriving. He's not because I leave and I come back and I just say that fish is the same size. Why doesn't that fish ever get any bigger? And then the last couple of weeks, I started saying that about Lucy too. I was like, man, Lucy too, what's up with you? And
are they Mrs.
Fever would always say like she would, Lucy too had this very aggressive sort of swimming pattern that had been dubbed the Lucy dance. She says, "Oh, Lucy doing the Lucy dance." And it gave her joy to watch. And she said, "Oh, Lucy hasn't been doing the Lucy dance." So, okay. And then, boom, Lucy's dead. Lucy's fucking dead. She's dead. You walk in, she's dead. And that's what owning a goldfish is like.
So Ricky hasn't been doing the Ricky shuffle.
Yeah, Ricky hasn't doing the icky shuffle. He hasn't been doing that. He hasn't scored any touchdowns. He hasn't been doing any shuffles. And man, I mean, Ricky could go at any moment, like any of us, I guess. But really, Ricky could go at any moment, and it wouldn't surprise me.
I am
And
sad to hear.
Part of me
Ricky-
doesn't root for Ricky, but we could use. It's almost like an NFL roster. Like it's time for a rebuild. We need to do a reset. We need to rethink this whole tank.
I'll send you some fish. I got your address. I'll send you a couple.
Yeah, don't send me any fish.
I'll send you some guppies. I'll send you like 30 guppies, some neon tetras. I got some of those motherfuckers. So there's some of them in there. Some hermit crabs in there. You like hermit crabs? I'll get you some hermit crabs.
Are you going to pull these fish from the sea and send them to me?
No, I'm gonna go to Petco, spend like $90, put them in those bags with air in them, and then if they survive, they survive. If he dies, he dies.
He dies.
And then if he dies, then by then you'll have these resilient fish. Probably 1 out of the 90 will survive. That one will not fail to thrive.
Yeah, you know it's robust. You know that fucker's tough. Right.
But he will still have one challenge left: the residual fungus in that IKEA tank. If he can survive that,
he will have to survive Ricky's fungus. Ricky's fungus. He's taking down a few. A lot of notches on that particular bedpost.
God, I love Fish Chat, man.
When it comes to Ricky's.
I don't know why I love Fish Chat. Fish Chat is so amusing to me. Yeah. Just imagining all these fish just dying in your. It's just funny to me. I don't know.
Well, that's the end of Lucy 2, and we'll pour one out for her.
I won't, but I won't think about her ever again.
All right, Lucy.
Maybe the thought of hers face down, upside down, with her eyes not moving, just face down in the gravel, just not responsive.
It was like
that kind of brings humor to me. I don't know if that brings humor to me.
Yeah, it was like someone had tied an anchor to her nose. It's just whatever those little air sacs that the body maintains when it's alive, those had gotten emptied, and that was the end of it.
I'll send you some beta fish, bro. You're good. I'll send you some beta fish.
All right, cool. Yeah, we can. I'll put those in my toilet downstairs that I don't reuse if I don't have room for them. I'll just let them live in there.
Attention, Mrs. Fever. This is some sick lipstick and girl stuff. So do not open Bobby Fever. Okay? Once she sees him, it's gonna be hard for you to put him down the toilet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, if she sees a fish, it's harder for me to get rid of him, and that's really why you would want to send him. I mean, let's be real. That's why you want to send him. So let's go ahead. Let's skip over this Powerball thing. We don't really have time for that. But let's go ahead. Let's hit the next thing on here. So talk to me a little bit about your cousin George Zimmerman and his time on Tinder.
All right. I don't really know much about George Zimmerman. All I know that he's had a checkered past, as we like to say on the pod. I guess he killed Mike Brown, right? He shot like a 15-year-old boy.
Yeah. So George Zimmerman is the guy that murdered. I thought it was Trayvon Martin.
I think Mike Brown might have been the St. Louis guy. But anyways, he killed Trayvon Martin. And it was, quote, self-defense, but it wasn't self-defense. The guy he really murdered him, but he got away with it because the court of law in the United States, they're easy to navigate if you know the rules. And so that's what he did. He got away with murder, alleged murder. He's innocent. But
well, I mean, he definitely killed that guy. Right, the legitimacy of
he killed him. He killed him,
and he definitely murdered him. And he definitely got off. But now he's definitely on Tinder.
Well, okay. Well, he wanted to write a book. He was trying to write a white supremacy book. Like this guy's been.
He's not a white guy though. All right,
he's one of my cousins. He's one of my cousins. He's of Latino descent. I think he's probably fucking Puerto Rican, if anything.
Probably. It's always some Puerto Rican guy, so I would imagine.
There it is. I'm just doing the math. So some Puerto Rican guy. But the fact is now he's back in the headlines, and he's on Tinder. So he's trying to...
Well, he's not on Tinder. He got kicked off of Tinder because he was trying to catfish people and pretended not be George Zimmerman on Tinder. Because you can imagine... George Zimmerman, murderer, not a lot of left swipes or whatever the correct direction of swipes is coming your way.
Well, it's hard to look like George Zimmerman and then say you're not George Zimmerman. That's probably hurdle number one. And so.
Did you ever say you look a lot like George Zimmerman? Yeah, actually.
Aren't you that guy that like murdered somebody? Whatever I think his name was Carter. Anyways, he's on Tinder or Bumble or one of those apps, and he wanted some quote wholesome, carefree fun. So he was looking to get his dick wet.
Trying to get his dick
like we
sucked.
all are. Okay, so I understand where he's coming from. The only problem is he murdered somebody, so I'm not on his side. But yeah, he's just on Tinder. They banned him though, and it's so funny. So that's pretty much all I have to say about George Zimmerman and Tinder.
All right, good stuff. Let's move on to the Ouchie Awards here. All right, I'm gonna cue this thing up. Where are we at here? Okay, ouch. So, Little Door the Explorer tries to make an entrance but doesn't see the door. All right, so this is from World Star Hip Hop.
Oh,
I'm at 2 seconds right here.
Let me pull it up.
You pulling this shit up? All right, this is good. People love it when you pull up stuff on the internet. It's exhilarating. Let's go.
So let's
go.
give me an issue.
And go.
Hold
And go.
Relax. Calm your tits.
When we were in
You,
boot camp,
sir.
they would always count down when you're getting dressed. They would say, you put your fucking pants on, and then they would just start counting 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What happens if they get to 0 and you're not ready to rock?
Then they come up and they yell at you, or they fuck with you, or they make you do something stupid. So you want to beat those timers. Like, you generally want to beat those timers.
Can they like hit? I heard they can't hit you. Like, they can't.
Well, I mean, I don't know. This was 13 or 14 years ago. So I heard. People probably heard then that you couldn't get hit too, but it's probably way more legit now because everybody's got a phone everywhere and all this sort of stuff. But I mean, I saw motherfucker like they can't beat on you, but I saw people get hit for sure. I saw one kid get choke slammed, like fucked up. It was super cool. I did not like him.
Nice.
So that was fun to see. He kind of like laughed at a drill instructor and the wrong drill instructor in the wrong moment. And he got fucking annihilated. It was hilarious. All right, but let's go ahead. Are you ready? You ready to rock this?
I'm at 2 seconds.
All
Let
right.
me know when to click. We'll do the 3, 2, 1.
Click. Oh shit. Oh fuck. That was stupid.
That's the stupidest video I've ever seen.
God damn it.
You chose this?
I didn't fucking see it. That's part of the fucking thing is like you haven't seen it before.
That was
dumb.
That
All
was
right.
the
God damn
worst ouchies video.
Don't watch that. Don't watch
Well,
that.
how would you describe it to the nerds? How would you
A
describe it?
girl walks into a door, hits her fucking face on it. Nothing happens to her. She opens the door, walks into the room, and laughs about it. God damn it.
Like, we didn't say ouchies. We were just kind of like...
I was expecting her to blast through that entire glass door. What are people saying about this? Let's go ahead.
Probably a Bill Cosby comment's going to be in
Yeah.
there.
And then here's the other thing too: is this is on the edge of being fake as fuck. If I'm not seeing blood, I'm not believing that it's real. That's fucking stupid. I apologize everyone for wasting. I don't apologize to you, but everybody else for wasting their
Apology
time.
not accepted on behalf of the
All right.
community. That was fucking garbage, dude.
All right, let's go.
Sir,
Let's hear
are
it.
Shallow and
Let's hand out your patented award. Let's
All right,
go.
so I got this award that Bobby Fever's afraid to say out loud because he's scared that Mrs. Fever is going to strike him. But I'm going to say the name of the award. It's called the Hoe of the Week Award.
So Hoe of the Week Award.
Welcome, bienvenue,
Bienvenue.
arrivederci. Let's go, Hoe of the Week Award. All right. Now, you had a good nominee. You wouldn't tell me, though, but you said you have a good one. And remember, to the lady listeners, for the ladies, The hoe of the week is man, woman.
Hoe of the week is a genderless award.
It could be a cat. It could be a fucking dog. It could be a goddamn pigeon. Hoe of the week.
Anything can win hoe of the week. And my hoe of the week nominee is Tyreek Hill. That's some hoe shit, beating up a 3-year-old. That's something only a hoe would do. And he's my hoe of the week award nominee.
That's not a bad one. I think mine's a little better. So you have this guy. He's a father of 3, and he had cystic fibrosis, and he ended up getting some weird thing where he needed to get like a fertility test, and he ended up getting a bunch of fertility tests, and then he found out that he was infertile, and he's been infertile for like the 45 years of his life.
But how's he a father? But
that's the problem.
But wait, if he can't have kids, but he's got kids, is Jesus involved here, or maybe Daniel, or maybe Jerry or Bill?
Easter was right around the corner. Well, we just passed Easter, so it could be, but chances are it's not. Chances are that his wife is just a hoe, and that's why she's my nominee for hoe of the week.
So that's tough. That's a toss-up.
Come on, you got to feel for this man waking up one day. He loves little Susie.
All right, so here we go.
I mean, Esteban,
we're pretty close here, so you know what we do. We got to go to our good friend, the coin. I actually have him. It's not a fake coin flip. Like I've been known to do.
You're back, bitch. How you been?
Yeah.
Your nose
Jesus
is bleeding.
Christ. His fucking nose is bleeding.
Your nose is
He hasn't showered in 3 days. Hasn't shaved in God knows how long.
Is that a tattoo behind your ear? What is that? A horseshoe?
He says horseshoe? Nashville is fucking a hell of a place to party. He was hanging out there with Jim all weekend. Draft weekend. All right, so let's see here. Hoe of the week. Tails is going to be Tyreek Hill.
We're going to do heads.
So heads Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill, because he got a big old head. Tail for father of the 3, because he got bamboozled.
Because he should just turn his tail and run from this fucking disastrous hoe that he's married to. All right, coin. Who's the hoe of the week?
I love this award.
Fucking Mother of Three's hoe of the week. Mother of 3.
Hoe
of the week.
Hoe.
Those ain't his kids, and you made him raise them.
Man,
you're the hoe of the week.
Yeah, you're a hoe of the week. How could you? Her name's Kate. Kate.
All right, Kate. So we had Magic Johnson last week, and we got Kate this week. Your fucking trophy's in the mail, bitch. Enjoy it.
And the dude's British, okay? So you know for a fact he was reading Harry Potter to those kids every night. All right.
Every night.
And he would do the voices and shit. So he was putting some effort.
He took him to a J.K. Rowling book signing, for fuck's sake. Meanwhile, you're off getting dicked down by some other guy, getting pregnant again, and making him raise it.
With a Man U jersey of all things.
Yeah.
For God's sake,
for God's sakes, a Man U fan. His dad's a fucking Man U fan. Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
Get the other hooligans in here.
Yeah. That guy's gonna hang himself.
Let's move on here.
All right. Let's finish up here with our relationship advice. This isn't really relationship advice. It's just something interesting off of Reddit. I'm going to read this to you. Where the fuck was this? All right.
Something about...
So one of the things, today I fucked up by matching with my homophobic uncle on Grindr.
Well, let me describe what Grindr is. I'm the expert here of online.
Okay, let me explain a little bit about Grindr. So when I saw this, I saw it and I thought it was fucking hilarious, and I showed it to my wife and she didn't get it. I said, Grindr, it's a, she's like, what's Grindr? And before I explain to your wife what Grindr is, you have to preface where any of your fucking Grindr knowledge may come from. Because Grindr... I used to
have an account, babe. Come on, dog.
Because Grindr is a fucking gay dating app, right? We happen to have a homosexual acquaintance he's gay, and he met one of his boyfriends on Grindr. So I've known about Grindr since like 2012 or something, or 11.
Oh, really?
Whoa, Jesus Christ! Oh my God!
We got a
Oh my God.
Oh, Jesus.
Sitting here talking about Grindr. She's like, why are you talking so much about Grindr all the time?
She's outside listening like, this motherfucker's been lying to me this whole time.
Yeah, Jesus.
Just making sure you know about it through your friend.
Yeah.
Not through your past
I'm
experiences.
explaining how I'm just talking about Grindr, explaining why I don't know much about Grindr.
Give her the mic. Let's get the mic in
It's
here.
good. We gotta wrap this up. We don't have time for her to get on a hot mic here.
All right, that's all next
no,
time.
it's cool. I was just coming to say that it's happening tomorrow.
Oh, the pillow's coming out tomorrow?
Her mother has been spotted trying to smuggle a baby into the country.
Okay.
The baby part's not so sure. It's
Okay.
a rumor, but she's been like sneakily brought into the country.
So
She was at Walmart buying
Skippy's
some
heating up. Skippy's heating up.
Happening tomorrow.
All right.
Was it Goose Town? What was it? Was it Goose Town? It was Goose Town. It had to have been Goose Town.
All right, we're gonna find out tomorrow. Apparently. God damn. All right.
All right,
So
go
anyhow,
back to our homosexual
so a little more on Grindr, if you please. So back to talking about Grindr. So anyhow, yeah. So I had to explain to her that because we knew that person, that's how I knew about Grindr.
Let me just jump in here real quick for the homophobes in here. I had a moment because I was living with this homosexual man. Believe it or not, we weren't hooking up. I know, hard to believe. But at one point, I remember so there's 3 people in the house, right? And I remember me and this other guy who were on Tinder, not Grindr, we were playing video games, and we were just looking at each other like, man, this dude's gay as fuck. And I remember he came down one time, and he had his boyfriend up there who he had met on Grindr. And he came downstairs, and he sat down on the couch, and he was like, we were like, what's up, dog? What's going on? and he was like, this fucking guy won't leave. And at that moment, I remember me and like my boy, we looked at each other and we were just like, I don't know, I can't speak for him, but for me, that was a moment where I was like, wow, you people are just like us.
Yeah. You go grocery shopping too. You're just like the stars I see in the magazines, just like us.
Your loved ones also make you miserable. It's like, women piss me off when they fucking leave, but your like person also won't leave. You know what, buddy? You know what? You know what? I will have a beer. Get him a beer.
Get this man. Let's crack a couple cold ones here. Let's break down some barriers.
Oh, I'll keep derailing you. Talk to me about Grindr.
All right, so that's basically it. So Grindr is a gay dating app. All right, so when you see your homophobic uncle on Grindr, why would he be on Grindr, right? All right, so it's pretty short. Luckily. So I have an uncle, we'll call him Jay, who's always been very vocal about his disapproval of my sexuality. This is not a family gathering. There is not a family gathering that goes by where it doesn't say something assholeish about homosexuality or me specifically. This weekend, in between family gatherings, I was looking to meet somebody, trying to get some D. Nice. I started chatting with an older man because that's how I roll. A lot of older guys don't like to show their faces because they aren't out, so I don't think much of it when he doesn't show me his face. We actually hit it off. We hit it off great, and after seeing a few pics I wish I could unsee now, and sending a few I wish I could take back, we decided to meet up for
Those are dick pics, right?
You know.
What you're talking about?
Yeah, so what I gathered from that is there's some fucking butthole pics and some dick pics flinging back and forth over the Verizon lines.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like
old fucking gray dicks. Like that guy's like, send me that finely tuned shaft of yours.
Send me that polished 19-year-old shaft. Yeah. I need to fucking see that. I need a new desktop background on my fucking cell phone.
Need it. All right. So I'm at this coffee shop down the street waiting for my man to show up, and you know who walks in. It is at this moment I realize my fuck up. I've been flirting with my gay hating closeted uncle. He tried to play it off like a random encounter, but I wasn't letting him get away with that. After some pressing, he finally admits that he is the man I've been talking to. And I told him I don't judge him like he does me. He apologized for the hurtful things he said to me over the years. He kept talking with me like he was still interested. And I had to make it clear it was not going to happen. I had to get up and walk out after multiple texts from him. I had to go ahead and block his number.
That's so gay.
I can't believe this guy had the nerve to judge me and treat me like less of a human being all these years when he's been a total creep and a massive hypocrite. Always get a face pick, people. So yeah.
So
this
like,
is so this.
bro, that's
Oh
your blood,
Jesus,
you know what I
Jesus
mean?
Christ! This
Like,
was
you
fake.
trying to
Yeah,
that
this
can't
was
be
fake.
Why
Yeah,
you say it's fake? It has to be, right?
it's got to be fake, right? Got to be fake.
I don't know. I've met some pretty weird people, and the more that I learn about this world, the more I learn how fucked up people can be.
Yeah, I get the thing that makes me think that that's fake is that afterwards the uncle is still trying to fucking hit on him, right?
I don't know, man.
Anybody could make that mistake, and then be like, all right, well,
no,
I'm not.
That's what he's saying.
I'm
He
not gonna
knew.
fuck my sister's kid. I'll
That's
go
what he's
find
saying.
some other
he
young
knew
buck.
who he was because he could
to
see
suckle.
his face. So the uncle knew it was his nephew. The
Oh,
uncle
so
knew
that
who it
doesn't make
was.
sense either. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. So that
So
never
pretty
happened.
much, he was so tantalized
God
by this young.
Damn it,
man's-
we've been bamboozled again. I feel
Did it
like
say that it's fake? It says that it's fake.
it's got to
Or we
be
just didn't
fake,
know?
right? The uncle would have had to know the entire time, right?
I just
For-
understand why you want to fuck your nephew. Like you can't find some other dick to
Yeah.
try to put in your mouth. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
If you're so
just
paranoid
makes
about people finding out that you're gay, but you're hooking up with like literally the most dangerous person on Grindr in your circle, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't find some little Asian dude, like some
don't-
hairless Asian man.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't want people to find out I'm
tight
gay.
little
So
butthole, 5'1",
so I'm gonna-
tight little butthole. You know, 4-inch
Yeah.
dick, hairless, fucking smells like some chicken fried rice and shit. You know what I mean? That's the shit. Who knows,
Jesus.
dude? That right there. Come on, dog. Get on that one. Why you got to get on your nephew? That's what
Yeah.
makes it weird.
yeah,
But to me,
don't
this
fuck
is
your.
this isn't some shit Spanish people would do. This is some, this is
Yeah.
something that you're.
If it happened at all, these are white people. All right, that's the facts. That's the facts. All right, poker guy, you got anything before we get out of here?
No, man. I got some broccoli churning in my belly. I've been mixing it up with some Heineken. It's not looking good.
It's not looking good.
It's not looking good for my colon, but I'm excited, man. I'm pumped for tomorrow. What are we doing next? Are we doing a solo potty? What's going on here? For the future?
I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna take my stuff over the week, and maybe we'll do a weekly rebuttal or something.
Puppies has been pissed before. Puppies has been enraged. He's been on some level. He wants blood. He wants redemption. He wants revenge. So
Well,
so
we'll
do
see.
that.
We'll see if he'll be able to get that. But other than that, we'll just keep rocking and rolling. We'll pound out another one next week. I'm fucking
big
fired up for the battle, Winterfell. I know everybody else is. We'll see who lives. We'll see who dies. But come on, Night King. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, Night King. Let's go. That's how you go.